I'm Rasheed Ogunlaru, and here we are, Chapter 2 of Sole Trader, Putting the Heart Back into Your Business. Chapter 2 is all about your customers. If you missed Chapter 1, you'll find it here on YouTube if you search Chapter 1, Putting the Heart Back into Your Business. Chapter 1 was all about clarity, and that's really important because unless you're clear who you are, where you were at, what's really important to you and so on, it's going to be really, really difficult for you to begin to explore what you want to do, why you want to do it, and so on. So I really highly recommend that you track down that first chapter clip on clarity. Once you are clear, it's all about your customers, and it says here, so what? And it says, build a business that they will love. Until you understand your customers deeply and genuinely, you cannot truly serve them. And that's so, so true. Many business experts, many business purists will say that business is all about your customers. Find out who your customers are, your potential customers are, find out how they see the world, what's really important to them, what they need, where the gaps are in the market and so on, and you'll have a very, very, very successful business, or your chances of success will increase. And in many, many, many ways they're absolutely right, and there's a lot of sense, there's a lot of logic in that. And when you combine that with being clear about who it is that you are, first of all, it's going to help you to go on that journey. But therefore, once you are clear who you are, what's important to you, where you're at right now, what your passions are, what kind of businesses that you're wanting to run and why, what your drivers are, then what's really important to do is to take off the hat of being you and to become your customer. To become very empathetic toward your customer. So I want you to think a little bit about where is that you are right now. Maybe you're just at a pre-start stage. You're thinking about running a business. Perhaps you've been in business for a very long time, or you've been in business for a while and you're wanting to bring in new customers. Where are you at right now? If you haven't started, then one of the things that's going to be really, really important is to go out there and actually speak to potential customers. How would you want your particular service, first of all, to look, to be presented, to be put together and so on? Would you want that service at all? Would you buy it? That's one thing. But then what's really important is to actually go out there and actually start talking to people. I was working with somebody just yesterday. He's working on a new business idea, quite an early stage, and I told him he's actually working in and around that particular area where he's got this business idea. I've asked him to spend some time just generally chatting to people, all sorts of people. Would they want that product? What kind of product do they want? What kind of stuff do they want generally in life? What their needs, their concerns? It's really important that you understand who your customers are, what their desires, what their fears and so on that there are. There's also another important aspect to this. Probably in most fields, you can have a range of different customers. I, for example, I'm a life coach, I'm a business coach, I'm a career coach. When I first started running my business, I thought that, everyone's my customer and they just want coaching because they want to achieve whatever their goals are. But until I really looked at business in terms of what are the customer scenarios, what are the different scenarios by which people might come to me, I couldn't begin to really understand them and to be able to serve them. And now I realise, one scenario, somebody might have just been made redundant. One scenario, somebody hates their job. One scenario, somebody's on a journey to find who they are, their journey on self-discovery. Another scenario is an organisation with a team, they're going through change and they need to motivate their team. Another scenario is somebody who's just become a chief executive of an organisation. They're wanting to perform well. They're wanting to motivate their organisation. They're wanting to be very clear about the vision of that particular business. So there are all these different kind of scenarios. So let's imagine that you're a photographer. You might think, well, I'm for anyone who takes photographs. But no, that's not the case. Not from the perspective of your customer. Somebody's got a newborn baby and they want this really important picture. Somebody else has got a wedding, the most important day of their life. So you need to understand the mindset of your customer. And one of the things that Sole Trader, Putting the Heart Back into Your Business will do is it takes you through a range of different exercises so that you can begin to look at your business through their lens of your customer. And it encourages you to actually go out there and to do that research. There's going to be some general research that may well be in your field, but there's nothing more powerful than actually asking your customers. And it doesn't just stop there. Once you are in business, it's important that we carry on listening to our customers, because one of the things that can happen in business over a period of time is that many businesses are going out there trying to continually win new customers, and all that time you may not be still having a dialogue, or you may not be relevant for your existing customers. So how do your customers, your existing customers, how do they want to be engaged with? Do they want to be engaged with via email? Do they want you to call them? Do they want to see you at events? What do they want? How often do they want to talk? That dialogue's really, really important. And it can be a challenge in business, and many big businesses also very often can sometimes struggle with this sometimes, or to take the customers for granted. It's really important that we don't take customers for granted. And so one of the things that the book really invites us to do is to that dance, it really explores that dance between you and your customers. Because also your customers and where they're at and you and where you're at, that may well change over a period of time. So that dance is extremely important. So that's what this second chapter, Customers, is all about. It really helps you to take a deep understanding of who your customers are, looking at the customer scenarios, helping you to segment who your different types of customers are, helping you understand what their different needs are, and all sorts of other stuff. So that's the second chapter of Soul Trader, putting your heart back into your business. So my invitation to you is, where are you currently at in terms of your business with your customers? Are you at pre-start stage? What research could you do in terms of your customers? Who could you go out there and speak to and so on if you haven't started at the moment? Or where are you at if you're already in business? Where are you at with your current customers? Are you having a dialogue with your customers? If you ask customers why they come to you and what they wanted from you, can you be developing that dialogue? How do they want to be served? How do they want to be communicated with? Are you perhaps at a point in your business where you wanted to win new customers or enter new markets? How is it that you can begin that dialogue? Are there people in your network who it is that you could really help? The next chapter in the book that I'm going to be talking about next time round is courage. Because it may well be that from these fundamental chapters of clarity and customers, there may well be courage. You may be entering new markets. You may be about to make that plunge and start a new business. It may well be that you're wanting to do something completely different in business and set up a new business or a new venture, or to do something else. So there's likely to be courage involved, and that's what the next chapter is going to be about. So next time I'm going to be talking all about the courage to follow your heart, the courage to make a difference, the courage to go out there, the courage to set up a business, the courage to put yourself on the line, the courage to be who it is that you are, and the courage to try something quite exceptional and to create something of service to the people who it is that you're looking to serve. So join me next time for the next instalment of Soul Trader, putting the heart back into your business, where I'll be sharing more tips and insights from this book. Take care. See you. Bye.